Hi YouTube, welcome to a workshop update. On front of us here you can see I've got a lathe. It's been given to me, so I haven't spent any money out on it, and it does need a lot of playing around with it. I'm pretty sure it's a woodworking lathe. So my aim is to get electric motor for it from like a washing machine or something, just to kind of get it turned over. It is all free, it just needs a good clean up. They don't seem to get any play in the chuck or nothing, bearings or nothing, so I should be alright for that. Like I said, I haven't really got it for doing precise engineering. I just got it more so just to play around with. Like I said, I want to get electric motor for it. I want to get like a better carrier to hold tools and that in, because this one looks a bit of a homemade job. It's just more so I wanted to use it for, because I might get some like bar, like hexagon bar, and I can make my own nuts up and that for engines and stuff, and put a tap and die in, or drill it out and stuff like that. Just little things like that to just play around with. I've always wanted actual proper metal working lathe, but they do fetch quite good and big money, and I don't really want to go buying a lathe where I'm going to sit it in the corner shed and probably use it once a year and then that's sort of it. So I just want to kind of play around this at some point. I've got to mount it on a workbench somewhere and just kind of play around with it as I want and see how much I do use it for little things. Obviously I won't use it for big jobs and anything like that, and bearing making and that's not good enough for that. I've even known people to use lathes before when they're not really using it for anything. Just put a wire brush end in the chuck and a wire brush wheel, and you can polish up some of your brass and that. Just keep the lathe motor going and everything free turning sort of thing. So it's a little project just to play around with. I'm no panic for it, just do it as and when I feel like. It's quite heavy, so that's why I put it at the back of the workbench where it's most strength. So that's enough for the lathe for a minute. Down here is the Bradford Manco enclosed crank, 2 horsepower. It's all in its original paint. The last video you have seen off this engine, I mentioned I had problems when I fired it up. It raced right away with the Fuller & Johnson mag on it. Now I have actually got a proper mag for the engine, so we put the mag on and everything, and it started up and it played up again. It was really wasting away. I took it to a show and one of my friends spent 2 days playing around with it, all the governors and springs and all the adjustments down here, and some bloke came over and told us you can turn this bit on the spline here and that would give the final adjustments of timing. Probably about 6 different people had a look at it for the weekend and couldn't really get nowhere. And I pointed out and thought maybe it's the flywheels the wrong way round. So then we took the plate off, and the crank was the same side as the weight on the flywheel, and that didn't look right. And my mate, which was looking at the engine, was saying it don't seem to be right, that doesn't, it's too wrong. When we bought the engine, the bloke we got it off stripped it all down and redone all the gaskets and put new oil seals in it, so the flywheels have come off. So then it started ringing alarm bells as someone dropped the flywheels in the corner and put them back on the wrong way, because these flywheels don't have no markings on the face for timing or nothing. So when I got the engine home, before we took the keys out, we got one key out at the show ground, but the other key needed drilling out in the end. So when I got home, before we went and drilled the other key out, I went on Google Images and looked up the flywheel weight to the key, and the flywheel weight was to this side of the key, where mine was that side of the key. So it automatically kind of rung bells we have got wrong around. I came down and looked at the Hercules and the United and the Manco, and the governor weight, the flywheel weight, is the opposite side of the crank throw. So we put the flywheels the other way around. One of the original keys has gone back in, put a brand new key in the other side. Couple flicks of the flywheel where it went, and it's not bouncing around now. It just don't rock forwards and backwards, because we had to put a strap around all 4 wheels to stop the thing jumping. It wasn't doing that, so it does run alright now. But I want to take it to another show next year, and one of my mates just going to have a little bit of a tinker around with it. He might even cut winter and have a play around to get it going. but it needs an oil change and that before you can run it too long anyway. So the improvements is coming along. That needs a new trolley, like I said. Little Ruston 6PB, that's packed away for the winter for the moment. I might pull it out at some point in the winter and fire it up again, but at the moment it's all drained out now. I would like to paint it up at some point. I've been on about that. The Manco is finished with for the winter. It's all put away in the corner. And the Fulham Johnson United, I think, yeah, they've still got water in it because they were going to go to the show this weekend, but I've bought a new engine, as you can probably see in a couple of videos back, of a Ruston Hornsby APR open crank, so I'm going to take it to the last 2 shows. Tangy pump hasn't been out at all this year. It's all been filled up with water and it does pump fine. You just turn the flywheel over. You ain't got rocket backwards and forwards and it pumps absolutely nice stream. So no, there's nothing wrong with that. It needs painting, like I said. This pump in front of us, I'm going to finish the last few bits, I'll put it back together and I'm going to take it to one of the shows next year and sell it on, because I need the room here really, and I don't really use water pumps much like that. I like to keep Tangy, like I said, and the Manco pump I'm seriously considering selling as well on eBay. Again, I'm not over too sure yet, but I'll probably, I don't know, I might put on eBay during the winter to see what happens. The Fairbanks Morse 3-horse on front of it, they would make a nice set on the rally field together, but it's just all that weight to take around the back of the van. I don't know if I told you guys, I've got the original Fairbanks pulley, the old tin press rolled edge one. Just got to make up 3 clips to bolt them in the seats. So, and a good clean up and paint. I'll probably clean it all up and red oxide it for the time. Like I said, I want to strip the engine down at one point and repaint it all. Probably spray this one, be in bigger areas. Use that filler primer where it builds it up a bit thicker and you can rub it down and get rid of all the imperfections and that. Really go to town on it. So yeah, that's really it for me. Oh, I've got that little Ruston PT. That's at home in the shed. That's waiting for, well, I started peeling some of the paint off it because the paintwork on it is dreadful on that little one, which I knew that when I got it. So I've peeled most of the top of the hopper paint off. I'm going to leave that at home this winter because if we do get bad weather and that, and I'm bored at home, give me something to do in the workshop at home just to strip that one down, but it might work its way back here yet. That's really it. To tell you all, the Hercules 1.5 horsepower I mentioned in the APR video of the new Ruston Hornsby I got. I've sold the Hercules on now. Nice engine, but it was just nice to change them around, and it was one of the ones I would like to get rid of. I won't get rid of the Fulham Johnson or United, they're definitely the 2 keepers of the lot. The Manco we have debated about selling, but again I'm not too sure. I've always wanted a Manco, and then we got it, and then you took it around the shows and everyone's got them. Everyone's got a Manco or had one. And you take it to the show and you just kind of feel like everyone's got the same engine. So, but the engine's so reliable and runs fine. So, I don't know, might strip it down one point and do them all up, build a new trolley again. But I'm not too sure yet on that one. Put a new storage rack in the side here. Pulled one up from that corner because it was useless and then nothing was getting put in it. So I've put it there. Nice little gap above it to put all your boxes of taps and dies, washers and springs and O-rings and spare metal bars up there. Metal bins, odds and sods. The alternators down there for the Wolseley, mag spares. Spray gun, sandblasting gun in there. So glam packing down there for water pumps. Still some Christmas lights down there from the when I took all the decorations down there at Christmas. I put everything away except from the lights. I left them on the workbench. It has been in there ever since then, so it won't be long till they'll be going back up again. So I'll leave them down there now, out of the way. Pillar drill out here. I must sort out a bit of electrical wires over the side plug socket because the lead's a bit too short. I might do that in a minute actually. While Nan and Gonna's out for the day, I'm gonna go and pinch some wire and some plugs, wire some electrics in. So yeah, that's really it for the update with you guys. I'm gonna go out and sort some bits out for my van now because I'm going land livery rally weekend. So yeah, all cast on wheels summer. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, thumbs up, whatever you want to do. Comment below anything if you want to ask any questions. I try to get back to most of you guys if I can. I'm not that brilliant at getting back to people, but I can try. Anybody knows any more about this lathe, let us know. Or got any ideas what to make for it or do things for it, so just let us know. Be very much appreciated. So join me again in another video. Cheers and gone.